Hi, I'm Saida Garrett, co-writer of Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, and you're listening to Rainbow Country with Mr. Mark Tara.
Today on Rainbow Country, the most recent evicted house guest from Big Brother Canada, Season 11.
House guests, I have the results. By a vote of 8-0. Dan, you have been evicted from the Big Brother Canada manor. Please get your things and say your goodbyes.
Good. Your audio is fantastic.
Why, thank you. Dan, hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am well. Let's just jump right in. The vote, unanimous. Did that vote surprise you?
It did not surprise me a bit. I think if it wasn't a unanimous vote, it would have been a vote to keep me to stay. I think a lot of people wanted to vote with the house. They don't want to step on any toes. So I think unless I had a winning vote, I was pretty sure I was going to get a unanimous vote against me.
You and Shania, the two of you were close friends in the house. Are you surprised that she did not vote to keep you in the game?
I'm not. I was up against her other best friend in the house, Cece, and I understand that her reasons for wanting to keep Cece over me, and I have no hard feelings. And like I said, I don't think many people want to vote against the house, so I totally understand where she's coming from.
Dan, do you think there was anything more you could have done to keep yourself in the game?
I've been really thinking about this a lot, and I think during my week on the block, I tried everything I could. Maybe if I learned the information about Ty, maybe going behind my back, I could have used that to have more conversations earlier on, but I think I really did as much as I could.
So you got taken out by an invisible head of household. Any idea who you think the invisible HOH might have been?
I believe it was Santina, maybe Renee, but I'm leaning towards Santina. There was just some signs during conversations and during the nom ceremonies that I was picking up on that made me believe it was her. So I think it was Santina, but who knows? Who done it?
So you are the first member of the jury. What kind of gameplay will you be looking for when you get to cast your vote for the winner of Season 11 of Big Brother Canada? What kind of gameplay will you be looking for when you cast your vote?
I'm going to be looking to see who is able to navigate through the house week by week and adapt to the changes based off of who is the new HOH. Every week, the entire dynamic of the house can change. So I'm definitely going to be looking at who is able to navigate smoothly week by week and get no blood on their hands.
So Dan, would you consider yourself a fan, a super fan, new to the game?
I'm definitely a newer fan. I just started watching BB Can, half a year ago. Pretty recently, but ever since I started watching it, I am hooked and I am a fan for life now, for sure.
Did you have a strategy going into this game?
I did. My strategy was, believe it or not, to lay low and try to fly under the radar for the first few weeks. But being put on the block, first week, I felt like I needed to fight for my life in the game. And when I did that in the POV competition, a lot of people realized that I can be a physical threat. And I think from that moment on, I was looked at as a threat and I had a target on my back going forward.
So from what you know, who do you think is playing the best game?
Right now, I think Kuzi is playing the best game. I think she got out of her HOH week pretty much scot-free. I don't think people are looking at her as a target. She's shown that she can win competitions. She is very strong socially, and she has a really solid foundation in her alliance with Daniel and Anika. So I think Kuzi is doing really well for herself right now.
So, Dan, what was the hardest part about being part of Big Brother Canada season 11?
The hardest part for me was definitely you have to think about everything you do and say in the house. People are going to be hyper analyzing. And so you have to be pretty cognizant of what you're saying and doing and in front of who. And it took a lot of adjusting to get used to that.
So my last question for you, Dan. Best part about being part of Big Brother Canada season 11?
The best part, was just, getting the opportunity to take part in something like this. Not a lot of people get this opportunity. And while I was in the house, I just tried to take some time to soak it all in and live in the moment because, it really was a once in a lifetime opportunity. And it's something I'm never going to forget.
Dan Szabo, I have to say thank you so much for your time. Well said, well done, well played. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.